Hey guys, this is HSG, and some of you guys might have seen my earlier video of this, and this is how to solve one of these. And my other video was really bad. It was a two-parter, but instead for this video I'm just going to do one part, and I'm going to show you guys how to go from this to this in a few easy steps, and hopefully when you guys get good at this, you'll be able to do it in under a minute. If you want to get really fast, I'm going to be making a video upcoming that teaches you how to transition into CFOP after you learn this and perfect this method. And CFOP is what better cubers use, but if you're a beginner, this method is for you. This is HSG. So before you even scramble it or whatever, you guys need to understand how this cube works. So every Rubik's Cube has 6 colors on 6 sides. Blue, yellow, green, white, red, and orange. And all the sides have these, which are called centerpieces. Okay? Now, centerpieces don't actually move. They're always in the same spot relative to each other. Green is always across from blue, no matter how many times you turn it. Orange is always across from red. Orange are always opposite. Yellow and white are always opposite. And it always will end up looking like this whenever you solve it. So there are more components to the cube. Inside there's what's called a core, and that's really what makes all the magic happen. The centerpieces revolve around the core, and that's what makes the cube turn. There are also these pieces, which are called corner pieces, and corner pieces can change the direction they're in, and so can edge pieces. For example, these two have swapped, and these two have swapped, the edge pieces, the corner pieces, and everything is always relative to each other when talking about the center pieces, but not for the corner pieces and edge pieces, and that's what scrambles a cube. Now that you know a little bit about the cube, we can get into scrambling it and solving it. So of course the first step is just to scramble your cube, and yeah, it might take you a little longer if you're a beginner, but I'm pretty quick, so that's about it. Now the first step to solving a cube is making what's called the white cross. So I'm just going to show you what the white cross will end up looking like, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Okay, so here I have the white cross. There's a white cross here. You can ignore the corner pieces for now, but as long as the white edge pieces and center piece are lined up is okay. And also you gotta pay attention to the edge pieces and center pieces of the colors around the sides. So as you can see, the blue and blue match up, and the white and white match up, and that's one part of the cross. And then the red and red match up, and the white and white match up, and then so on and so on. So that's very important. Without that key component, you guys won't be able to solve it. So what you really want to do is have all the white edge pieces at the top. So now that's what it's going to end up looking like. Right now it doesn't really matter that if these colors match or not, you just got to try to get to here. So there's a few tips for this. You want to start with yellow on the bottom if that's what you're starting with. Really could be any color, but we're using yellow and white just to keep it simple. And then let's say you have a white piece here, you just slide it down, match it up. White piece here, slide it down to match it up. White piece here, so you gotta turn the yellow face so that there's room, and then you have all 4 of them at the bottom. If you're confused by this, just ask questions in the comment section, and or go back in the video. Now what you want to do is make the actual white cross on the white face. So what you gotta do to do this is match up the edge pieces and the white pieces. For example, I have green and white right here, matched up with the green centerpiece. And you can just turn it down to the white piece. Now do that with the rest of the colors, so let's do it with orange now. Match it up. Now you just turn it down to the orange, to the white side. Blue's already matched up right here, and turn it down, and that's it. Red's right here, turn it down, that's it. So if you're confused about that or need to watch it again, just go back in the video or ask in the comment section. Now we're going to move on to making the actual white face. So what you got to do for the white face is insert corners. So it's going to end up looking like something like this if you get really fast. And then you'll have the white face. But that's when you get really fast. For now, I'm just going to show you how to do it really simple. So what you want to do is find one of the white corner pieces. For example, there's the white, red, and blue corner piece, and you want to get it into this slot. So since the white is on this side, which is the right side of the corner piece, you're going to turn up the blue, put it in, and put it down, if that makes sense. Now what you want to do is find another one. For example, let's say this. Now since it's already lined up with the blue and orange, and this is blue and orange, you want to put it away, go up, insert, put it down. Okay, now if it's something like this, you gotta go up, go twice, and then now it's on the actual face. The white is facing you, right? So you just do the same thing to insert. And if this is confusing, just go back in the video, practice this a little while, and yeah. So white's over here, white's down here, put it up, match it up, put it down. That's really all you gotta do for all the corners. Now let's move on to putting in the edge pieces. If this is going too fast, you can just pause, finish the step on your own, and then play again. So what you want to do is find one of, let's say, green and red. You want to find the green and red edge piece. So here it is right here. You can tell there's red and green on it, and it's an edge piece. So what you want to do is match up whatever colors on the front face. So in this case it's red. And then you want to find where you're trying to insert it, which is right here. In this case you can tell because red and green and red and green. So what you want to do is send it away, send this one up, send it back, send this one down, send it away, send it back more, send it up the other way, and insert it. Now if you missed that, don't worry, we're going to do it again. So now let's take the red and blue for example. So the edge piece doesn't seem to be anywhere in the top face, which would in this case is the yellow face. And now I found it over here. So what you want to do is just do that algorithm, send it away, send it up, send it down, send it down again, and then insert. And now it's out of it, the wrong slot. Now you want to match it up again, send it away, send it up, send it down, and insert. Got it? So now let's do the blue and orange, and as you can see it's in the wrong face right here. So we're gonna just have an imaginary piece right here and pretend like it's matched up. Send it away, send it up, send it to the side, send it down, this way, up, and yeah, and then you just gotta insert. So now it's back in the top face, the yellow face, also known as the U face. But you guys don't really need to know that now, but I'm just saying this is also known as the U face. Now what you want to do for this one is match it up. It's already matched up. Send it away, send it up, send it, yeah. And you guys should get the hang of it. And then this one's right here. Send it away, up. And then that's pretty much it for those two layers, and then you have this chunk of the cube done. Now this is when things get difficult. So the next step is trying to get the yellow cross, and it's right here, it's already assembled, you can see. But let's say it wasn't already assembled. Let's say it looked like this. Now what you want to find is one of three cases. There's gonna be an L like this. As you can see, it's easily visible. There might be some other yellow on the top. It doesn't have to be a perfect L. There can be extra pieces. But as long as there's some L there, then you do this, which is turning the front, turning the top, right? and that's all you gotta do. But there's other cases for this too. Let's say you had this case, which you would find a line. There's no L, there's a backwards L, but there's no actual L. Well, there is an L, but it's not on the centerpiece. So the L must be right here. And since it's over here, it doesn't count. Now what you want to do is do the line, which is, and then you'll have the cross just like you did with the L. Another case is, if I can get it, okay, is a dot case in which there are no L or line. There's only a dot, and then there might be some other pieces. In this case, you can do either of the two things that I just showed you. So in this case, I usually do this, 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 this. And then you get either a line or an L, okay? And then you can do the ones that I just showed you earlier, and you guys should probably memorize this. And it's for the line, okay? And then you have the cross. Now for the cross, there's also several different situations. This is the easiest situation. It's just, it looks kind of like a fish, and the tail should be in the top right hand corner. And then what you do is up, side, down, side, up, side, side, down. And then you have the top for that case. Okay, but let's say you don't have that case. You didn't get lucky with that case. Let's say you got this case. So now what you want to do is on any side, you just got to do that algorithm. Right? And then hopefully there will be a fish. And then you can do the algorithm again. Up, side, down, side, up, side, side, down. But let's say you got neither of those. Let's say you got this. Now what you want to do for this one is find the yellow that's on the right side that's facing you, and then it looks like this on the top. And this one, you match this up to the right side. So if it's like this, you would match it up here, and you would go down, side, up, side, side, down, up, side, down, side. Oh wait, sorry guys, that's the wrong thing. I meant you would go on the bottom, and then you would get the cross, and then you would get this, right? So for this part, there's actually a lot of different cases. You guys don't actually need to remember all of them. You just need to remember the one algorithm, which is up, side, down, side, up, side, side, down. And then you can just play around with it, doing that, and see what happens, how to get to different places. And if you just keep doing that algorithm, then you'll eventually get the yellow face, okay? Now, if that seems a bit confusing to you or not worthwhile, you guys can learn the more complicated way, which I don't recommend if you're a beginner, which if you're watching this video, you probably are. Now, if you don't like that, you can just watch my CFOP video that I'm going to be uploading soon. Not yet though, but this is for beginners. So, now you have the last part, which is solving this. So for this, there are two steps. One step is to get all the corners in the right place. In this case, there's only two corners in the right place. You can tell these two are in the right place because they match up. But the whole point of this step is to get the corners in the right place. Then you can finish off the cube, but we're not there yet. So let's say these two are correct. Then these two are wrong. If these two are correct and these two are wrong, that means these two must switch, okay? So to do that, you just put these two in the front, the wrong ones in the front, the right ones in the back, and go down, front, down, back, back, up, front the other way, down, back, back, up, up, and that's it to get all the corners. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to show you guys that again. Okay, so now there's another thing that could happen, and that is this, where none of the corners are actually in the right spot. Actually, well, these two are, you can tell, but these two are not next to each other. Hurry up. Okay, so now the phone's done ringing. I could just cut that out, but I'm a bit lazy. Actually, I might cut that out. I don't know. If you hear me talking about cutting something out and I cut it out, then yeah, the phone was ringing. Anyways, let's continue with this. So let's say there aren't two that are correct in the back. So you can just do the algorithm that I showed you earlier on any face. It's down, front, down, back, back, up, front, down, back, back, up, up, right? And then these two are matched up. Then you put those two in the back, do the same thing for the front two. And then yeah, hopefully one of these, all of the corners are solved by now. So now there are multiple different scenarios. This is actually the best scenario, where there's one side that's completely solved, and that's the blue side. So if there is one side that's completely solved, you put that side at the back. Now with the wrong three sides at the front, you do this, right? And now this depends. If there are two different ways you can go. You could go that way, or you could go that way. Now in this case you would go that way, and you can tell because the green edge matches up. Okay, now you go. And now you do the same thing. You could go this way, but it does not match up. So you go this way and it does match up, and then you solved your cube. But there are more things that could have happened. You might have this scenario, which the blue or one side that's correct is in the back, and then these three are mixed up again, and it might look like the same, but it's actually different because the green's on this side now. So what you want to do is front, then you want to go this way to match up the green, right? And then that's about it. But there's even more things that could happen. There's another thing that could happen, and that is this. So I'll have a good look at it. Yeah. And as you can see, these two are swapped and these two are swapped. So what you do is, this is actually a permutation, which is a part of CFOP, which is an advanced method, but this is one that goes along with beginner's method. So what you want to do is turn the front and go to any side, because you can't really choose a side because they're both messed up, and then put it back at the top, okay? And then now you have a side that's completely solved. Yeah, you do that, match it up, down, that, right? Now, I'm always doing the same algorithm, guys. That's why sometimes I do it quicker and sometimes I take my time. So, just for clarification. Now, there's another thing that you could have, and it's this. In which case, these two are swapped and these two are swapped. Now what you want to do for this case is the same thing. Now you can match it up, and then it's the same thing all the way through. And now you have the orange side solved. Put the orange at the back just like usual. Do the front, turn it this way, and do the same algorithm. So if you missed any of that, just go back in the video and then you'll find it again. If I did it too quickly, just replay, watch it again. I always do it slowly at first and then I do it quickly, so if I did it quickly, I probably showed it before in the video. And hopefully this has helped you learn this cube, how to solve this cube. If you have any questions, just go ahead and comment them in the comment section. So yeah, hopefully I helped you guys out a little bit. If you guys do want to get faster and go perhaps under like 30 seconds, I recommend you watch my upcoming intro to CFOP video that will be uploaded in a few days. Okay? So that's it for the video, guys. Remember to check out all the videos that are on the screen right now. Also remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when videos come out, and share.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.